teaching them to teach them that they would be aware of sin. If I haven't even answered the question, you start laughing. You're obviously showing extreme bias and are making yourself look a fool.
No, listen. No need
to stand where I'm standing. You're completely incompetent.
No, that's not true. Stop making.
I haven't come up here to have a debate with a ship. I only came up here to prove one word by which he will be called.
Yeah, you're just
the
reading
Lord
the text.
Our righteous.
I'm asking you.
And that there is Yahweh.
No, if you think that is Yahweh, then let me ask you this
what
question.
I'm telling you is not what I think. I'm telling you in the Hebrew text. That is the Tetragrammaton.
Yeah, I know that's the Tetragrammaton. I'm not denying that.
I'm not telling you I'm some theologian.
I'm not denying that. Let me ask you this.
You're not denying that the Lord our righteousness is Yahweh.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Are you denying that?
Let me ask you a question. I'm not implying anything. I'm just asking a question to verify.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question.
Okay,
are you denying that is Yahweh?
No, in that context, that is not Yahweh. Sorry, that is Yahweh. Yes.
That is Yahweh.
Okay. Now let me ask you this.
This is a man.
Wait a minute.
This is a man who is Yahweh.
Wait a minute.
This is a man.
It is saying here,
and he will reign as king and act wisely.
When I shall raise up for David. When I shall raise up for David.
Yes.
For David.
For David.
Okay. What does that mean? For
that
David.
means that God will uphold the promise he gave to David that he will never cease to have a descendant on the throne.
So how is Jesus a descendant of David?
He is by...
Why you keep going on about Jesus? Because you know where the power lies.
Yeah, the power gets destroyed every day. Jesus. Okay, tell me this. Did Yahweh die on the cross?
I know, we had this.
No, but you need to understand the full context. You can't just read one verse.
No,
because I never do this. I put things in context.
I'm reading the whole thing.
Okay, how is he a descendant of David? Explain this to me.
He's a descendant.
How is he a descendant? He had no biological father. How is he a descendant of David?
Mary came from David.
Yeah, but the descendant in Israel amongst the Jews, yes, the tribe is known from the father, not the mother. The mother gives them the Jewishness, but the tribe is recognized from the father. Jesus did not have a biological father.
No, he didn't.
So how was he the descendant of David?
He was the descendant of David through Mary.
It can't be.
It can be.
Okay, I'll tell you what. There are two genealogies of Jesus in the Bible.
Yes.
Both of them, the descendancy is rooted from the father. Why not the mother?
But the mother's there. But the women are there.
No, you don't understand.
Rahab is there, but the women are there.
Open the Luke. Genealogy. Open. You got have you got a digital version on your phone?
No.
All of those people in the genealogy are men. Okay?
Where? In which one?
Both of them, Luke and Matthew.
No, I don't think they're both all men.
Both of them, it says the son of this, the son of this.
They're both all men.
Well, let's look at the genealogies. Got a Bible on you?
Are they all men?
They are all men, trust me.
But it does mention the women.
Yeah, at the end, because they couldn't find a biological father for Jesus. So what they did was, they changed the way in which genealogy the descent is recognized.
My initial claim
I
made last week that the name Yahweh, the four-letter Tetragrammaton, is applied to the Messiah.
No, it's not.
These Jews...
That verse is not talking about the Messiah.
Well, that's what the Jews...
Okay, show me the verse.
Rabbis understood it that way.
Show me the...
Long time before Muhammad.
Doesn't matter. Show me the word Messiah in that verse.
Before Muhammad, Jewish rabbis fully accepted that it is talking about the Messiah.
Okay.
I know you won't. Of course you
Okay, let me ask you. Are you telling me that the Jews accept Jesus as the Messiah?
I'm saying they accepted that this was the name of God applied to the Messiah.
Do the Jews accept Jesus as the Messiah?
I'm not asking.
Okay,
the question.
What are you doing? What are you doing here is that what agrees with you take from the Jews. What disagrees with you don't take from the Jews.
Does this Hebrew
That's a double standard.
Represent Jesus as the Messiah?
No, it doesn't.
As the Messiah, does it apply the Tetragrammaton in its full?
No. The Messiah is not mentioned there.
True, the Messiah.
The name Messiah. The reference.
Why did every Jew?
What every Jew?
I've got the Talmud.
Every Jew believes the Messiah is Yahweh.
I've got the Midrash.
So what? Those are references given by an author of that book. That's all.
He's a heavy Jewish.
So why don't the Jews believe the Messiah is Yahweh? Why don't they?
Say the name said in the name of Rabbi Yehonan,
Yeah.
the following three will be named with the name of the Holy One, blessed is he. The upright, as it is said, quotes Isaiah 43:7, the Messiah, as it is written, and this is his name, by whereby he shall be called. The Lord our righteousness, quoting Jeremiah.
I don't see Messiah in that verse. Do you?
They understood it.
No,
as
do you see
Messiah.
the word?
I'm saying
So you're saying
Jews,
this is that assumption.
I'm saying
That's all.
the Jews
Okay.
believe.
So now we can confirm that there is no Messiah in the verse you just showed me. Is that Jeremiah?
The Messiah is the branch, and he is the son of David.
How can he be the son of David? He had no biological father.
They still recognize him as the son of David.
What? Who recognize him as a Messiah? The Jews don't.
The Jews
They reject him.
recognize
The Jews do not
Messiah
even.
as a
Oh
son
my
of
God.
David.
The Jews do not even accept him as a prophet, let alone a Messiah.
They recognize the prophet, the Messiah that would come, the Messiah they're still expecting to come, shall we say,
Okay.
as a son of David.
Look,
and then
as a Muslim, I believe Jesus was the Messiah, but the Jews don't believe that.
In an attempt to reconcile this verse, they then came up with the theory that they have of two Messiahs, Messiah ben Joseph and the Messiah ben David.
No.
They did.
Okay, you tell me this.
They came up
Do you
with
think
two
Jesus
lines.
believed he was Yahweh?
Sorry?
Do you think Jesus believed he was Yahweh?
Did Jesus believe he was God?
Yes.
Yes.
At what point did he realize he was God?
At some point.
Which point?
I don't know.
So why you're making claims you don't know?
Because from the statements made by Jesus, he saw himself as pre-existing, so he must have had knowledge of it, and he saw himself as God.
Do you know there are other people who are pre-existing, like Solomon?
What do you mean by pre-existing?
Means he existed before the world was created.
Where's that?
In the Bible. I'll give you another one. Melchizedek pre-existed.
Melchizedek is presented in the text
Yeah.
as without genealogy. He just appears without
No. It is
having no beginning or no end.
Yes.
So they speak in Hebrews where they give a commentary on Melchizedek, which is what you're referring to, I think, isn't it?
no. Melchizedek had no mother and father.
Yes.
Did Jesus have a mother?
Yes.
Okay. Melchizedek had no genealogy. Wait.
Melchizedek had a mother and father.
Yeah, we already.
But he appears
No.
But he appears in the text.
Show me who are his father and mother.
No, it doesn't. His father and mother are not recognized in the text.
So how do you know he had a
The
mother and
text
father?
sees him
How
as
do you
a
know that?
type.
Are you assuming he had a mother and
I'm
father?
assuming he did.
Stop assuming things and show me evidence. Because that's what you have done so far. You have only
I
assumed.
have not assumed anything on this verse. It's not my.
There is assumption.
I'm not
You did not find the
anything
word.
into
You did
it.
not find the word
The Jews,
Meshiach in there.
Jews who surely knew the text, the Messiah, as it is written.
The
and
Jews.
this is
The
his
Jews
name.
are not expecting Yahweh in the Mashiach. They are not. Actually, you're mocking the religion of Judaism if you think the Mashiach is someone to be worshipped. He is not someone to be worshipped. He is not Yahweh. You are mocking the Jewish religion. Yes, you are. The reason you're doing this is because as a Christian, you know that there is no evidence in the Old Testament or the New Testament for anything to suggest that the Mashiach is going to be worshipped. So what do you come up with? Something that is
I've got
implied.
a whole book about it.
Yeah, by one author.
By one author.
Show me.
This author, mate.
Yeah.
In comparison to you.
Comparison to me. I'm not saying I'm a scholar.
You are Jack in comparison.
I didn't say I was a scholar, did I?
I'll tell you that.
But I'm saying in
That's
comparison to the
fact,
Jewish
mate.
belief.
This geezer is a theologian. He is major. Arnold Fruchtenbaum is major.
Is he bigger than Rambam?
Then who?
Do you know Rambam?
No.
Well, there you go.
Who is Rambam?
Rambam is someone who is the main scholar in Judaism, and everyone takes his word, basically in terms of interpretation of the Bible, the Old Testament, from him. He's basically the grandfather of this guy you're quoting.
I'm gonna have to.
Not
name?
Rambam.
R-A-M-B-A-M.
Yes.
Well, I'll look at that.
Yes.
But Fruchtenbaum is no joke.
Yeah, Rambam is someone that the Jews,
is absolutely
a Jewish
no
theologian.
He's PhD, whatever, theology, whatever that stands for.
His real name was
This is
Moses
the man. This is
bin Maimon
Ariel
or Maimonites. Okay?
a study of the Old Testament prophecy concerning
That's one
the
author.
coming
That's all it
of the
is.
Messiah.
It's one author.
Is it all
It
about
goes
the
against the
Messiah?
Jewish teaching. You know that.
Oh, look.
Imagine if a Christian came,
This is what the Jews
listen.
accept.
Imagine if a Christian came and he told me that
This is what rabbinic interpretations of Isaiah.
that's like I said, interpretation by
This is
one
what
man.
your
That's all it is.
Rambam is coming up with. This
You
is
don't even
his
know who Rambam is.
interpretation. I don't know who he is.
Exactly.
But
So,
this is
can I see his
Rambam.
name? What's his
You
name?
don't know who this is.
I didn't claim I knew it.
No, I didn't claim I knew who
but
Rambam was.
okay, what's his name? Arnold. How do you say that?
Fuchtenbaum.
Fuchtenbaum.
And he is a player.
Hold on, can I just?
I'm just telling you that.
Yeah, just let me have a look at that.
He's published immense commentaries, and I've watched a massive debate on the book, on the date of the Book of Revelation. Massive audience, thousands in the audience, and because he is there, they turn around and say, and we have Arnold Fuchtenbaum in the audience.
Ariel
That's
Ministries.
What a player he is, yeah.
He's a founder and the director of the Ariel Ministries, an organization which prioritizes evangelization of the Jews in the effort to bring them to the view that Jesus is the Jewish Messiah. So he's a Messianic Jew. You told me earlier he wasn't.
No, I didn't.
You told me he wasn't a Messianic Jew.
Last week and this week he's a Messianic Jew.
But I asked you
Yeah,
specifically
I
now
told you
that
Oh,
is he
why
a
am I
Messianic
to know
Jew?
that? What, I'm trying to lie to you.
So shall we agree he's not? Shall we agree he's not a mainstream Jew?
He's not a, no.
You told me earlier when the camera wasn't here that he's a mainstream Jew, and you
He's a
confirmed.
Jew. He's a Jew.
No, he's not a mainstream Jew. He's a
What do you mean by
Messianic Jew.
mainstream Jew?
A mainstream Jew is
non-believer.
No, a mainstream Jew and Messianic Jews are not the same.
So rabbinic Jew.
Even rabbinical Jews. Rabbinic Jew just means
What kind of Jew is a mainstream Jew?
a mainstream Jew, someone who believes in one God, not the Trinity.
No, they're not mainstream.
Can I finish? You asked me a
Most
question.
of Israel don't even believe in God.
I'm not saying most of
They're
Israel.
a
I'm
sect.
talking about Jews.
So what, I'm
Okay, so
talking
if you
about
wait a
Jews.
minute, if you go to a synagogue, hold on. If you go to a synagogue down the road, yes, and you ask them, are you guys
So
Messianic
you're
Jews?
talking about religious Jews now.
No, I'm talking-
Not mainstream
Yeah, I'm
Jews.
talking-
Religious Jews.
Well, of course the Jews.
Well, you didn't
who
say
believe.
religious Jews.
So are you telling me Messianic Jews are not religious?
He is religious, but he's not religious in the
So
sense
I'm
of
talking about the
rabbinic
mainstream
Judaism.
Jews who believe in Moses, who believe in God, the God of Abraham, who believe that God is one, not a Trinity,
Yeah.
and who do not believe that Jesus is the
They
Messiah.
will accept. They would accept.
I
that
can't
these
believe you brought
rabbis-
a Messianic
they will
Jew to
accept
me.
That these rabbis, you can't believe I'm bringing a Messianic.
When I asked you to bring
I'm
mainstream
not bringing
Jews,
a Messianic Jew to you. I'm bringing some Hebrew text.
No, you have to bring to me-
that makes the statement
Mainstream Jews,
that the Lord
you
our
need to understand the difference between the two.
righteousness is Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh, which is the name of the Tetragrammaton, which is the ineffable name of God, is applied to this man who will be king over Israel.
Okay.
That's what I'm
let me
bringing to you.
trust me.
I'm not bringing
The mainstream Jews do not believe that the Messiah is to be
anything else
worshipped.
to you.
The mainstream Jews, the religious ones among them, the Orthodox among them, do not believe.
We both know.
You know, I let you finish your
Sorry.
statement. Give me that respect and listen to finish. If you walk down to a synagogue and you ask them, do you believe that the Messiah is to be worshipped? Or do you believe that the Messiah is Yahweh? You'll get a categorical no from them. Let me finish. I haven't finished yet. So this is what I mean by the mainstream Jews. A Jewish person who believes in his ideology of believing in the Old Testament, and they do not interpret that the Messiah is someone to be worshipped. This is a Christian understanding that Messiah is to be worshipped.
I'm saying,
Not a Jewish understanding.
Those Jews will acknowledge.
No, they won't.
That is Yahweh.
Yeah, but not
They
in
will
relation to the
acknowledge
Messiah.
that.
Not in
We
relation
will-
to the Messiah.
No, but we will have to see what their explanation is. Because
Well, why don't you ask them?
They will accept the explanations of Rabbi Yohanan. They will accept these
No,
explanations.
they will reject him because he is not a mainstream Jew. According to them, he's a heretic.
They are. These all are mainstream Jews.
No, they are not.
He's called what, the Midrash?
No, the author, I'm talking about the
And
author.
Talmud.
The author himself is not a mainstream
No,
Jew. So he will be considered a heretic by them.
Yes, he might do.
There you go. Don't
this
bring me
text-
heresies. Bring
but
me
this
something authentic.
This text.
You know, after all that talk, when I asked him very clearly, is he a mainstream Jew? And he told me yes. When I finally found out he was actually a Messianic Jew,
Oh, B.
A Jew will never accept Jesus as a Messiah. B. A Jew will not accept Jesus
He's a Jew.
as someone to be,
He's a Jew.
a Messiah to be worshipped.
He's Jew, and you could not stand on the
You
same ground.
know that is like me saying Joseph Smith
This man.
of the Mormons is a Christian. Do you accept him as a Christian?
Well, you show me why he is.
Exactly. You see, you will ask for evidence.
I would.
The same thing I do with the evidence you showed.
I don't know what you're laughing for. I really don't. I'm providing you with evidence that this man, that is all my claim is.
No, your
Do
claim.
you understand what my claim
Yeah, I
is?
know. Your claim is on one verse,
My
which
claim
you think is in relation to the Mashiach, and you think the Mashiach is a
His
Yahweh.
book is about
That's a joke.
it. His whole book is about it.
Do you actually believe Jesus was Yahweh?
I believe he was the third person of the triune God.
There is no triune God in the entire Bible. Even the Jews will tell you this. Even the Messianic Jews will tell you this. That there is no triune God in the entire Bible. Not single verse advocates from any prophet in the Old or the New Testament about a triune God. This is a 4th century evangelical Christian doctrine which was never there in the Bible. The reason you guys struggle with any verse which categorically proves to you about the triune God in the Bible speaks volumes, my friend. So next time bring me from the mainstream Jews
I believe,
rather than from a Messianic
I
Jew.
believe the source was sound.
Was that?
The source was sound. I know you don't accept. You can't accept it. Of course you can't accept.
It's not me saying this. It's the mainstream Jews who reject him as a heretic.
We don't know.
Not me.
You're saying that. That's your assumption.
No, ask any Jew if you don't believe me. Why didn't you go and ask them?
Well, we ought to go down there and ask them.
No, you're the one who doesn't believe it.
I'll show them the text,
I'm not-
and we'll see what they've got to say.
But hold on, you're the one who's saying I don't believe that this is what they believe.
I'm saying
Why didn't you go and ask them then?
I've presented you with a good source. You won't accept the source.
No, your source is one author.
I
Interpretation.
fully understand that you can't accept the source.
What source?
I know that.
No, my source, the source that I would accept
All I've
is
done
from
is bring
Orthodox
you
Jews.
a trustworthy and reliable source.
Based on
For
whom?
you to
Based on whom?
reject. For you to reject.
Trustworthy
But
based on whom?
I didn't bring it for you to accept it.
No, you
For
said
you to reject it.
you said trustworthy based on
I'm
whom?
holding my word, which I gave you last week.
No, you said you're going to bring from a Jewish source, not a Messianic Jew.
Or draw any kind of truth from it, because you're never going to do that.
No, it's not me. It's
I
the mainstream
understand
Jews
that.
who will reject it,
I understand.
and you know it very well. That's why you're reluctant to go to an Orthodox
I'm
Jew.
not reluctant.
Will you ask them? Will you ask them?
I'm not reluctant.
Okay, so you will ask them this question.
I will present this text and say, what you got to say about that? Leave it to their complete independent view.
Okay, good. Find out the answer and let me know what they say.
Why?
Okay?
Why?
Because that's what you said you will do.
Yeah, all right.
So keep your word, go to a synagogue and tell them ask them the meaning of that. Because I'm sure.
Just a Jew, non-Messianic.
No problem. Bring a Jew, an Orthodox Jew, and ask him this question whether the Messiah is someone to be worshipped.
To give me to exegete this text.
You know what they'll show you? Numbers 23:19.
Don't make assumptions about what they're
No,
going to do.
I'm telling you.
You don't know what they're going to do.
Okay.
You're a Muslim, they're rabbinic Jews. You're oceans apart. You have no idea what they're going to do.
Now, actually, in terms of us believing in one God, they're very similar to.
They will not.
They believe in the oneness of God, not the Trinity.
They will not say they're in your boat any more than they're in mine.
Actually, they will.
Believe me,
Shall I tell you why?
Allah ain't Yahweh.
Shall I tell you what? They are allowed to pray in a mosque, not in a church. Why?
Who ain't allowed to bury?
The Jews.
Why ain't they?
Exactly. Ask them why. Because they do not consider the Christians as monotheistic, but they
yeah,
consider the
that's fair
Muslims
enough.
as monotheistic.
That's fair enough. What I'm saying.
So don't tell me I don't know what they
saying
think.
They ain't going to jump in your boat any more than they are mine.
No. What do you mean by boat?
They're not going to identify
Okay.
themselves
If you're
with
talking-
you any quicker than they are with me.
Trust me,
They
if you're
will
talking
distance
about-
themselves from you and
No,
me.
if you're talking about the
That's
boat,
what they'll do.
if you're talking about the boat of monotheism, yes, they will. In
I'm
fact,
not talking about that.
Then which boat are you talking about?
You're talking about that. I'm saying on the issue of religion, they will distance themselves as far from you as they will me.
okay.
That's what I'm talking
Listen to this. Exegete this if you can from the Old Testament. Numbers 23:19.
Yeah, I know. God is not a man that he should lie.
What's the meaning of that?
Well, God won't lie like a man lies.
Not a human being that he should change his mind.
Yeah.
Did God change his mind?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did he become from a single nature to dual nature?
I don't think he's talking about that.
So which mind are you talking
I don't
about?
think he's talking
So
about
which mind are you talking about?
Sorry?
Which mind are you talking about?
He's just comparing himself to a man. I'm not a man that'll lie.
No. And the second bit. You forgot the second bit. God is not a human that he should lie.
Yeah.
Not a human being that he should change his mind.
That's right.
Did God change his mind?
No.
No? So did he not go from sacrificing animals to human?
The animals were never intended to provide forgiveness, to take away sin.
So why waste their life then?
Sorry?
Why were they sacrificed in the Old Testament?
They were sacrificing them to teach them that they would be aware of sin. If I haven't even answered the question, you start laughing. You're obviously showing extreme bias and are making yourself look a fool.
No, listen. No need
to stand where I'm standing. You're completely incompetent.
No, that's
I'm
not
claiming
true. Stop
to debate.
making.
I haven't come up here to have a debate with a ship. I only came up here to prove one word, to uphold my word.
From a Messianic Jew.
Last week. That's the only reason I'm here. I'm not here for some big conversation.
If you look at the
done that, and it's adequate,
Melvin,
but it's not adequate.
Melvin, if you look at the video, Melvin, if you look at the video from last week, you said you'll bring evidence from a Jew, not a Messianic Jew.
I told you it's Messianic. Yes, I did. 100%. I put my life on it that I told you he's a Messianic Jew. I put my life on it. You're lying. You either don't remember him.
It's possible. I could have forgotten. I don't need to lie. I don't need to lie to make a statement like that.
Can you absolutely not remember it, or you denying I said it?
It's possible I could have forgotten.
Right, so you're not necessarily denying I didn't.
But I did ask you something.
Which one is it?
Melvin,
which one?
Can I respond?
Are you lying?
Can I respond? Can I respond?
Lying.
Can I respond? You see, before I responded, you already made the accusation of lying.
You've just accused me of it twice. You said, I said, I'd bring it up from a Jew. I said he's a Messianic Jew.
Melvin, before the camera came, I asked you this categorically.
I said we got rabbinic commentary there as well. And you said, are they rabbis? I said yes.
Okay. Before the camera came,
if
you told me
never deleted it.
Hold on.
Before they do mess about with those things.
Hold on. Whatever they mess about, it's not because I tell them to do it.
Well, I don't know.
So
you don't want to look bad.
Well, don't make assumptions and accusations you don't know them. Because that is not very Christian-like. And before the cameras came, I asked you categorically, is that author of that book a Jew and not a Messianic Jew? And you kept saying he's a Jew.
You have to show me.
Like I said, before the cameras came.
He's a Jew. You never asked me, is he a Jew or is he a Messianic Jew?
A Jew? What do you understand by a Jew?
A Jew, of native of Israel.
A native of Israel can be an atheist as well.
He's of the Jewish nation, regardless where he's born. He's recognized as a Jew.
So he can come from the
Arnold Fruchtenbaum. It's a Jewish name.
Yeah, it's a Jewish name.
He's a Jew.
That doesn't make him.
Is he a Jew?
Is he an Orthodox Jew?
Is he a Jew?
Is he an Orthodox Jew?
Does
he come from the mainstream Jewish?
He's not a Jew. Would you say he isn't a Jew?
Can I respond?
Is your statement?
Can I respond?
I can guarantee you he's a Jew.
Can I respond? A Jew, like I said, a Jew can be an atheist. A Jew can be an agnostic. A Jew by descent can be a Christian.
I'm making is he's a Jew.
So when I asked you, look, when I asked you is he a Jew, I meant by faith.
Well, you should have said by faith.
You should know Judaism.
You didn't say by faith. You just said is he a Jew?
Well,
you might say, well, is that he's an African?
Melvin, you're just getting cocky now. If I'm talking about religion, if I'm talking about Bible,
you never made any.
Hold on.
Never defined.
I think if you're not intelligent enough to understand, I'm talking about a Jew in the context of religion. When we're talking about the Bible, then the problem is with you, not me.
Well, the Jews are religious. They read the Bible. The Messianic Jew is religious. He's reading the Bible.
You know Judaism.
You don't define between the two.
Judaism.
You just say, is he a Jew? I'm going to say yes.
Judaism. When I talk about Judaism, they do not accept Jesus as the Messiah.
I know that.
Good. So when I'm talking about who the Jew is in this context, is about someone who follows the religion of Judaism.
You shouldn't have left it down to me to assume.
Oh, so you don't understand the context in which we're talking about?
Really, I didn't, because you lead.
Well, you got a lot. You got
up the garden path. If
I'm going to
ambiguous statement.
It's not an ambiguous statement.
It is ambiguous.
Why do you think I asked for references from the Bible?
Sorry?
Why do you think I asked you for references from the Bible?
Because you wanted to then work out a polemic against it.
Against what?
Against.
Why does it need to be a polemic?
Because it has
Why
to
can't it be?
Because that's what you do.
No, why can't it be
That
something?
is what you do.
Okay.
You sit at home.
Why can't it be?
You prepare an argument, and then you come down here and you launch that argument on some, hopefully, naive Christian.
Would you call yourself a naive Christian?
To some extent, yes.
Okay, if you think you're a naive Christian, then you shouldn't be asking. Sorry,
That's why
you shouldn't be telling
I get
me.
books from PhDs who aren't naive, and I don't come here with my own information that I've dreamed up. I come here and present you with a reliable source.
PhD doesn't even guarantee wisdom. Forget about being a scholar in Judaism. I'm telling you, if you go to any Judaic Christian,
Arnold Fruchtenbaum
doesn't matter. He's a heretic.
Major player.
According to the Jews who are Orthodox, he's a heretic because he believes. Because this Fruchtenberg actually believes the Mashiach is the
A
Yahweh.
major player.
That is a heresy.
If you down the mosque, he will piss all over him.
You can piss in the mosque, doesn't matter. But that's just called a nasty person.
Piss all over you.
Why do you think your scholar pisses in places? Okay? You really think, hold on, Malvin, you really think the Jewish scholars will take a heretic as someone reliable? Well, if you don't care, then why having this dialogue?
He's a serious dude, mate.
A serious heretic, you're right. A serious heretic according to the Jewish religion.
In a debate,
Well, I'll tell you
he
what.
would floor you. You wouldn't even want to get
I'm
out
not
of bed.
comparing myself to him.
That's good.
All I'm saying is that
That's
he's a heretic according to the Jewish Judaism.
9 years old. You are.
I'm what?
You're a heretic to Jews.
But I'm not comparing me to him. You're doing that a mistake again.
I'm not saying he's in
The only scholar that you could bring to prove your evidence is a heretic.
No, the best
He's a
scholar,
heretic.
The best scholar with the most insight.
Best according to
he
whom?
was a rabbinic Jew.
Best according to
He
whom?
was a rabbinic Jew.
According to
After
whom?
reading the scriptures, he becomes a messianic Jew. That is a great source. I could bring you David Wood. You wouldn't accept that.
Oh, you mean the
I could bring
cross-dresser?
you Sam Shimon. You won't accept that. You won't.
Why should I
accept
accept from a cross-dresser like David Wood?
That's what I mean. You've already written him off.
Would you not?
What?
Would you actually go about preaching in a dress of your wife?
What David Wood did and Islamicize me?
No, David Wood, he did it before as well. He actually got in his wife's lingerie. I don't know how it fitted him. Anyway, what I'm saying is this. Would you consider someone like that as serious?
I would in a debate format.
So in a debate, Melvin, tell me.
Considers him serious enough to debate him 3 times, minimum of 3, might be 5. If Shabir Ali, who's probably the best Muslim debater on the planet,
I wouldn't say best.
Say he is
he's a good one.
Who's the best?
I wouldn't say he's the best.
Who's the best?
Well, there are many people who are good.
I know him. Who?
Okay, Yasser Qadhi.
Yasu Qadhi.
Yeah, have you heard of him?
No.
Obviously not. So that's what I'm asking you.
All right, mate, I haven't.
Look, Melvin. When somebody asks you for evidence, you do not bring them heresies.
Who's he debated? This
Who's he
Yasu
debated?
Qadhi. Yeah, who's he debated?
In terms of what? He's spoken to, what's his name?
We're talking about debaters.
Yeah, White. Dr. White.
We're talking about debaters.
Well, he's a debater, is he not?
No, yes, he is.
So
I'm presenting Shabir Ali is probably the best Muslim
Melvin.
debater.
You know the examples you gave me was a heretic from a Jew.
Who he's saying it is. Are they? So who was this geezer debated apart from James White?
Look, Melvin.
Who else
Melvin,
debate?
can I say something? Just because you have had 10 debates doesn't make you the best.
No.
Good.
But
Melvin.
Experience
Of course, it's crucial. But what I'm asking is this: when I ask you for evidence, you bring me a heretical Jew. You bring me David Wood, the cross-dresser, and you bring Sam Shimon. These are your best.
A heretic,
seriously,
according to the Jews, who consider you a heretic.
No, the Jews will, because I do not claim. No. How do you know the Jews consider me as heretic?
Well, let's go down and see if they do.
Sure.
See if they do.
So before.
Let's see if they think you're
Melvin, do you know what a heretic is? Do you know what a heretic is?
Somebody who is speaking falsehoods about a religion.
No, that's not what a heretic is.
A heresy is a false teacher.
No.
Who's teaching.
You don't even know what a heresy is. So when you have
a heresy?
I'm telling you, when you have an ideology, for example, like Christianity.
Right.
Christianity is defined by certain ideology.
Yeah.
Yes? If you go against that ideology, yes, and you claim
So could we call the ideology
Can I finish?
teaching? Could we call the
Melvin, can I
ideology
finish without
teaching?
interrupting every time? You do this every time, I don't know why. When you still claim yourself as a Christian and you go against the main ideology of your belief, then you're a heretic. Have I ever said I'm a Jew?
Sorry?
Have I ever said I'm a Jew?
No.
Good. So how can I be a heretic to the Jewish people?
Well, why is he a heretic?
I'll tell you why. If he is claiming to be a Messianic Jew,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and he claims that the Messiah is Yahweh,
Yeah.
then that is a heresy.
To the Jews.
Of course to the
Because
Jews.
it's a false teaching.
Yes.
Which is what I said.
And he
Because you said, I don't know what a heresy
You
is.
see, he missed it again. Not only that is a false teaching, but he's still claiming to be a Jew.
Well, he doesn't have to claim it, he is.
I know.
DNA.
No, you're missing, you see, Melvin, you're missing it again. You're missing the point again.
No, he's not a rabbinic
By Jew,
Jew.
look, by Jew, it doesn't mean just you're born a Jew. By Jew, you need to maintain Judaism as your religion and faith. The main ideology, will you call a Christian Messianic Jew as someone from the Judaic faith?
No.
Is this man, the author that you're saying, Fuchtenberg, is he from the Judaic faith?
He came from that.
No, I didn't say where he came from. Is he from the Judaic faith now?
No.
There you go. So he's a heretic. He's a heretic. The only example he could bring me is a heretic. Goodbye, Melvin.
You're a heretic.
Goodbye. You don't understand. Go and look it up. Go and look up the word heresy before you start making
The
accusations.
evidence I brought is that.
Yeah, from a heretic.
You stand.
Yes, it's from a heretic. Thank you very much, Melvin, to prove my case. This is what happens, unfortunately, when you start bringing sources from heretics and then claiming it is from the main source, i.e. from the Judaic faith. Melvin doesn't know the difference between the two. He thinks every Jew comes from the Judaic faith. Just because you're born Jewish doesn't mean you can't be an atheist. Just because you're born Jew doesn't mean you cannot be agnostic. Or even some other religion like Christianity or Hinduism. It is the ideology that you adhere to that defines you as whether you are from the Jewish faith or from a Muslim faith or from a Christian faith. And then depending on what you preach, what your ideology is, you can identify that person as a heretic, as someone who is completely left the faith, or someone who actually adheres to the faith, the orthodox belief in that particular faith. Melvin brought to me some guy called Fuchtenberg. He started in Ariel Ministries, and he will definitely be condemned as a heretic if he believes that the Messiah is Yahweh, unfortunately for him. Jazak Allah Khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jews don't believe in Jesus, so why is he bringing up that topic?
Because that's the only thing he could bring up. He's a Trinitarian, so he will go about looking, even amongst the Jews, what will agree with his ideology. That is called deception.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Vegard and I'm a Norwegian Muslim convert. I'm working with the Dawah organization Islamnet to establish the Deen of Allah here in Norway. We give Dawah and present Islam to the Norwegian people. Isn't that great? To be more efficient in our Dawah, we are establishing a first of its kind Masjid and Dawah Center, where we will have Islamic programs, classes, lectures and education for non-Muslims. I am so grateful to Allah for having guided me to Islam. Sadly, I am the only Muslim in my family. It hurts me that my parents haven't accepted Islam yet, and I ask Allah to guide them. But it also gives me a special drive to work for the establishment of Islam. I don't want anyone to miss the chance of becoming Muslim. Maybe my mom and dad become Muslim one day thanks to you. If we can establish this center, I could bring my parents to come and learn about Islam in our native language, which is a challenge today with the mosque here speaking Somali, Arabic and Urdu. The Prophet ﷺ said that the Muslims are like one body. If you can feel my pain, would you please help me relieve it? You are now my new family. Click the link and donate to establish this masjid and share in the reward for the message of Islam reaching the corners of Norway.